Oh, and then if we go to dinner sometimes, sorry, guilty. I got the stand in the phone. The kids eat, not the whole time. Can I have a moment? It's great, this stand. Oh my God. Checkedoutdad.com. No, I'm kidding.
Checkedoutdad.com.
Is that our new business?
It's just screens for kids.
Yeah.
We go against the grain. Everybody's like, no screens. We're like, what do you mean? Make them bigger.
Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys. We're just the good guys. Whoa.
Mazel Morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast. I can't wait to hear Kanye's new album, Chaim Walks.
Chaim walks. Chaim walks.
Chaim, show me the way. I'm trying to get some deli now.
I'm trying to get some deli. Today is the day.
Come find me in the mikvah.
Oh my God, we're so dumb. Josh, I feel bad. I am still in sunny Florida, and the entire world, or the entire United States, apparently is freezing cold, and we just are at 70 degrees. Like, I don't really know what to say about it. Like,
yeah,
I was talking to my parents. I wrestle with. I think I miss snow. I love snow, but also it's so cold. It's freezing. My parents have 2 feet of snow. 2 feet. You have any snow in Los Angeles?
Not a thing. We had, in my 20 plus years of living here, we had hail once in Burbank, and it was proper. It was it broke a windshield. But other than that,
that sounds like the name of a good movie, Hail in Burbank.
Yeah.
You know? Right. I like it.
What is the city shut down, or are they just going about their business?
No, I think Mamdani shut it down and did remote learning. It was one of those. It's schools are closed, but you can learn online. And a lot of teachers apparently were go play in the snow. Go have a snow day. Totally. I hate remote learning, Josh. That's not right. Let the kids have a snow day.
100%.
That was the best. Literally, was there a better day in the world than the day after a blizzard in New York? You're 8 years old. You know you're just going to go with your friends and sled in Central Park or sled Carl Schurz or wherever you are. It was the greatest joy in the world, was having a day off from school to play in the snow. And I think that in a time that is so dominated by phones and technology and screens, nothing is better for kids than giving them a snow day.
I couldn't agree more, because again, it's one of those great things where there wasn't an opportunity to plan for it. So there's no plan B. Your plan is doing nothing except maybe enjoying the weather.
100%. 100%. And what they're going to miss? What is a 7-year-old going to miss at school that they need to learn online in one day? Nothing. Okay.
We have good family friends, Carson Palmer and Matt Castle, who are, former NFL quarterbacks. And so they've had to move their families around a lot with getting traded and everything. And what the wives have sort of explained to my wife, because I've had opportunities that have come up to maybe go do another show in Montreal for a year or what have you. And they're like, until the kids are in middle school, do it. They're like, middle school, high school, their identity, their friend groups, they start getting very serious about hobbies, sports. But until then, the experience of going to Montreal for a year would give them so much culture and so much to talk about for the rest of their life.
Totally. They're too young. And they'll keep their friends, but they'll make new friends. They're little. I totally agree. Totally. Ooh, and they'd come back with little accents.
Bonjour.
And the younger they are, the more French they'd become.
And they're asking for the most American things, but in a French accent. I'll have the nachos. Merci nacho, extra cheese. Merci, s'il vous plaît.
Oh my
man.
God. And McDonald's over there is just much better. I remember the one time I went to Montreal, this freaking McDonald's, Josh. Are you kidding me? So much better, fresher. The menu's better. I don't know what we're doing over here at our Mickey D's, but over there, they know what they're doing. All these international McDonald's, they know what they're doing.
Did you find that when you were at the McDonald's in Canada that I remember I got nuggets once and I wanted barbecue sauce, and I'm so used to the nuclear syrup of American that I was like, this tastes like tomato sauce. And they're like, yeah, like barbecue sauce that's real is sweet tomato sauce.
Yeah, by the way, you can totally miss me on healthy sauces. I want the nuclear.
Yeah,
okay,
me
I want
too.
the liquid. I want that liquid smoke. I want that. Okay, like that's what I need. My sister was just in Japan, Josh. and
Wait, can that be your porn name,
sorry.
Liquid Smoke? Yeah, you want that liquid smoke, baby?
and it's just barbecue sauce.
Ew.
Ew, that's disgusting. My sister just got back from Japan, and she told me about the 7-Elevens there. I know we've spoken about this, but she saw them. She saw them.
Dream.
And her husband was like getting like pickled eggs, and he said it was the best thing ever. That it's not even close to what we have here. It's like a gourmet Japanese grocery stores every 7-Eleven. Why can't we do that here?
I eat the egg sandwiches here. They're lovely.
But why can't we do that? I agree that there's still delicious snacks at 7-Eleven and all these places. I'm just curious, like, why do we talk about McDonald's being better there? Why do we talk about 7-Eleven being better there? Like, why can't it be better here? Like, what are we doing? There's still capitalism there, by the way. That's why they exist. It's not like a capitalism or greed. Like, what is it? Like, why do we have just worse fast food?
I think it is the advantages and disadvantage of hyper capitalism, which is what our country thrives on, and what are also some of the pitfalls, right? Is that like we've accepted these like chemically induced umami bombs that are trash, and we also will pay a premium for it. Like our fast food is more expensive than around the world. And you see it too with like kids' food when it comes to cafeteria food at school, like in Japan, in France, in these places, like kids are eating adult meals that are just slightly altered, but it's like real food. It's not from a can. And they're not brought up on just like purely beige foods so that their palate is way more expansive from a young age. It can be done.
I just wonder when the rubber meets the road as it comes to these traditional big fast food joints and when they just change. And I'm not saying that because I don't love a lot of these foods. Burger King, are you kidding me? It's the best. I love it. McDonald's, like these places are great. But at some point, the way that we've looked at basically everything else and we're like, we need to be better. Everything is going towards better for you. And they love, like we've spoken about this before, these like catch-alls with seed oils and whatever the hell it is. The food is not good for you. It's not the oil that it's being cooked in.
Totally.
The food is not good for you. And the food doesn't taste as good as it should. Like we know that there are better burgers. You just pointed out something that's fascinating to me. The Shake Shack burger probably costs the same, if not less, than the McDonald's burger, or they're close. Like what's it, maybe $1 more? And the Shake Shack burger is $2,000 the burger of the McDonald's burger. Like it's just like if we're not going to change because of ingredients, which I think we are, because we're changing in terms of ingredients and everything else, we should change in terms of quality of food. Let's just make some better food. Like hire better chefs, figure out better infrastructure. Don't use like the weird part of the chicken. Like I don't know, right?
It's a number of things. First, we put these health halos around things, which being in the food and beverage business, which is like, there are so many real dog shit foods that you can say, sourced from real ingredients.
Of course.
Oreos are vegan, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there are
I
so
know.
many things that are literally just, and God bless a good Oreo, but like things that are mostly man-made ingredients or ultra processed that are vegan, that are, sometimes they just add supplementary like fiber to it. And then they can say a high fiber food, but it's also high fat, high sugar, all these things. So I think it is the balance of, it's lobbyists, right? Because these companies, the Cisco Foods, these food magnates who are sourcing the foods for elementary, middle, and high schools everywhere in the country, like they're not going to be put out of business. And certainly the ones that are providing the fast food restaurants, when you think of like even Canada, for example, but like Sao Paulo doesn't allow billboards. Like there's just something about the advertising agency where they're like, we don't want to be infected with being sold everywhere you look, so we're just not going to do it. Or like cigarettes in Canada, you go to any 7-Eleven, you go to any convenience store, it's a wall of tobacco products. And now it's also the nicotine alternatives, the Zins, the Juuls, these things. And if you go to a 7-Eleven in Canada, it's in a locked, dark case that you can't see in. And they're like, we have it if you want it, but you're not going to grow up looking at it.
And then when you buy it, there's the scariest message on it too, telling you exactly what you're doing to your body.
It's dead babies. It's pictures of like black lung.
So what does it say about us as a society that we will pick up that cigarette knowingly and happily and smoke it with the black lung and the dead baby on it? Similarly here, that we are talking about the fact that the Oreo, for example, maybe, and I don't mean to throw around Oreo, but the Oreo maybe could be made better, but I love Oreos. Totally. I'm not going to stop eating Oreos ever. So like, one, what does that say about us? And then two, why can't, I guess because like people will be like, what happened to the recipe? I was thinking like, why can't Oreo just like be made with better ingredients? Or why can't Chips Ahoy or any of these things? Like, why can't they just be a little bit better?
But it's give and take, right? Like that clip I sent you of people going like, I had fries fried in beef tallow instead of canola oil. It's like, fuck yourself. It's still horrible for your health. It's
100%. It's fried food.
Yeah. It's 2% better in beef tallow. If you can choose, God bless you, but don't kid yourself.
No, the beef tallow is cool. I've seen that before.
And delicious.
It's a cool and exactly a delicious alternative, a better alternative. It's like the equivalent of like, you have two options. You're going to make a soup with chicken stock, or you're going to make it with vegetable stock. Obviously, the chicken's going to be more flavorful. Obviously, the beef stock's going to be more flavorful, right? Like if you have these choices, you're able to, you should use the beef broth just like you should use the tallow. But to say that fried food doesn't cause more inflammation than the delta between a canola oil, a vegetable oil, and a beef tallow is just wrong. The thing that causes the inflammation is 100% the fried food.
Right.
It's fried. That's it. Fried food's not going to make you feel good, no matter if it's in tallow or canola oil, which is why I am exclusively using vegetable oil again. It's too expensive. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with the avocado oil. It's $27 for this big. You fry one thing. Vegetable oil, Josh, $3. Okay.
It is. It's cost effective. You can get like Primal Foods, I think they're called, has a great avocado oil. Most of their products are pretty cost effective. But yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Ben. And I love when we agree. I love it. But
well, it's because at the core, I would always say, which you just pointed out masterfully, I would always say beef tallow is better for you, or avocado oil is better for you than vegetable oil to fry in. But the point that you're missing is that you're still frying it.
Right.
So yeah, it's better. You said 2%. If you're eating so much fried food that you get the benefit of that 2%, you're dead. Right. That means that you're eating if you're eating beef tallow fried chicken every night, you're dead. Like, it doesn't matter if you used vegetable or beef.
Right.
You're dead.
Totally.
And like nobody, I think that since the beginning of time, we've known that you probably just shouldn't give things like Red 40, things that are just made in a lab to babies and children. Like that's been the big topic of conversation, that it like makes them a little bit more ADD. Like, yeah, you just, if you can avoid those things, great. I think that's a very known thing, that if you were to fresh squeeze your own cranberry juice, it would be better for your child than whatever ultra processed thing you're getting at the grocery store.
Right.
Right? Like these are just known things. So
Yeah, and there's like also little things that you can do that are like very accessible. Like I've started using retinol. I've got a Kiehl's retinol cream. I actually did an ad for it, but I actually really use it,
Shout
which
out Kiehl's.
I do with all my ads.
Shout out
but-
Kiehl's.
Shout out Kiehl's. And you know what? It's the price point's pretty accessible. It's $60, which is not nothing, but it's like far less expensive than, Botox and injectables and laser treatments. And it's basically just concentrated vitamin A that helps your skin turn over. Obviously, not a doctor, not perfect for everyone, but I've noticed a wonderful difference. I'm talking less sunspots. I'm talking newer, fresher, plumper, cuter skin.
You know who's the number one Kiehl's user, Josh?
You?
Number one, Bruce Soffer. Bruce.
God bless him.
Number one. I'm number two as a result. My dad has been using their creme de corpse since I'm born.
I put it on my heels, Benjamin. My heels cracked. There's nothing like creme de corps. I love how yellow it is.
He loves that big tub. And he turned me on to their shampoos. Do you use their shampoo, conditioner, body wash, Josh?
Fabulous.
Are you kidding me with the coconut amino acid shampoo and conditioner and the grapefruit soap? This is king shit.
Yeah.
Okay? This is king shit. You want to treat yourself? You want to splurge for a second on self-care? Skip the massage one time and order Kiehl's products. Because it's a spa every day.
So true. And
Wow, good crack. I heard that over here.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly.
I will have a trans-ischemic attack like Terry Dubrow one day, but until then, it feels good.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I couldn't get it that way, but I got it the other way. Oh no, the creak in my neck is back. Shit.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Caraway. Folks, seasonal depression, it's not just you. It's freezing cold across the entire U.S., snow to the ceiling, trash to the ceiling. Okay, that's just New York. And let me tell you, the number one way to avoid seasonal depression is to cook things that you love, and to cook things that you love in a non-toxic way. Let me tell you, that's not just your attitude. Okay, you shouldn't be cooking with a toxic attitude, but you should be cooking on non-toxic pans. Was that a good joke? I don't know. Look, you should be making soups out of Caraway's beautiful, as my wife and sister-in-law would say, pliny or gorgeous pots, pans, everything. Cutting boards. Caraway has everything, but let's focus on the pots, okay? We are making a beautiful soup. I just made the most delicious ginger lemon chicken soup. It was made golden with turmeric. Let me tell you, it will lift you out of seasonal depression immediately. I have so many unbelievable recipes on my Instagram. I made them all with Caraway because Caraway is easy cooking. We're talking ceramic because it naturally is slick, which means that you don't need so much oil. You don't need so much butter. You can have them slide off nice and easy. Nothing worse than a fried egg getting stuck to the pan. We don't need that. What are you, nuts? And let me tell you, it's well loved, not just by me, but by over 100,000 people that have rated 5 stars about their Caraway kitchen. Now it's time to try it for yourself. Folks, what are you waiting for? Caraway's cookware set is a favorite for a reason. It can save you up to $190 versus buying the items individually. Plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/good10, you can take an additional 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/good10 or use code good10 at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Element. Folks, we love Element here at the Good Guys podcast because we love staying hydrated. That's right. You're thinking to yourself, I have a headache. I feel a little bit thirsty. I'm going to drink a bottle of water. No, the water isn't it. Sure, it's like a part of it because you have to put your element in water. But if you just drink water, you're going to drink water on end. And let me tell you, you're going to drink so much water, you're not going to feel good. You're still going to be thirsty. Your headache's still going to be there because your body is craving electrolytes. I mean, I've told you this like 100 times. So if you don't get it now, I don't know when you're going to get it. You need to try Element because Element is going to hydrate you. And all of the problems that we're talking about are due to electrolyte deficiencies, not due to dehydration by not having enough water. Element is an electrolyte drink born from the growing body of research revealing that optimal health outcomes occur at sodium, S-O-D-I-U-M, levels 2 to 3 times government recommendations. The government is out to get us again. Let me tell you, folks, you need Element because Olympians use Element. My friends use Element. I use Element. CEOs use Element. I use Element. You don't need those other people. I use Element. Okay. That's like when you invite somebody to dinner. Okay. And they say, who else is coming? Who cares who else is coming? I'm coming. Who cares who else drinks Element? I drink Element. And if I drink Element, okay, you will absolutely love it. And they have new flavors, all the beautiful stuff. Go to drinklmnt.com/goodguys because today they are offering a free 8-count sample pack of their most popular drink mix flavors with any purchase, which is a great way to find your favorite Element flavor or share it with a friend. Get yours at drinklmnt.com/goodguys. This deal is available only through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/goodguys.
I've been writing down some topics that I wanted to talk about. We're going to be so late on this, but do we need to talk about the Beckhams?
It's too late.
Too late. It's over.
Too late.
Done.
Too late. But like, yeah, we're topical, but like, we decided to be topical after it came out. We can't, it's too late, but it's nuts, but it's too late.
Okay, what about with all this snow that's going on? And granted, this is late too, but it'll come out in February, so there might be more snow.
No, by the way, it's still snowing. Yeah.
What about all these people who are having heart attacks shoveling their driveway? You've heard of this?
No. Oh my God, really? People are passing away shoveling their driveway?
Here, I'll talk to our co-host, ChatGPT. Will you give me a quick blurb I can talk about for the podcast about safe snow shoveling and what the phenomenon is of people having random heart attacks while shoveling their driveways during a heavy or mild to heavy snowstorm? Let's see. Give it to me, chat. Give it to me, Sam Altman. They said, this is a great and genuinely useful mini PSA for good guys. Okay. Here's why it's dangerous. Doctors even have a name for it called snow shoveler's heart attack. You're doing sudden, intense exercise, usually without warming up, in freezing cold. The cold makes your blood vessels tighten, your blood pressure goes up, your heart has to work harder, and then you're holding your breath while lifting heavy snow, which spikes your blood pressure even more. It's like you're deadlifting outside in a freezer after sitting on the couch all day. And a shovel full of snow can weigh up to 20 pounds.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Crazy. That's no good. I'm trying to think of a solution, Josh. I guess
Blowtorch.
just like that. Oh, that's a good solution. Great idea. Mm-hmm. Everyone should have a blowtorch. What could go wrong?
Get the Tesla one, the SpaceX one that Elon sold.
Blowtorch. Yeah. It's significantly better than salting. Salt, meet my blowtorch.
Salt. Did you hear about, I just saw this headline in the Post and it made me laugh because it's as peak Trump as Trump can get. They were talking about getting Maduro in Venezuela and that there was something that helped the troops go in, the special forces, and quickly overtake Maduro's security, which was, and to quote Trump, the discombobulator weapon in Venezuela was key. Like, the discombobulator was so incredible.
Did you see what he also just said? I think it was something about Greenland. Like, when I go to Greenland, they call me daddy.
Jerk off.
Insanity. Insane.
It just sounds like Austin Powers if like Dr. Evil was like, get me the discombobulator.
Yeah, literally.
You know?
Which, by the way, gotta watch those movies again. Oh, what's better than a good Austin Powers? Where's Mike Myers? What's he doing? What's he up to? Have you seen Mike recently? Just like walking his dog?
He jumps out, like he appears in great movies. Like I remember he was in Inglourious Bastards, which was like, 15 years ago. But he's got great hair. He looks cool. He's a genius.
He's a genius. So genius. Funny. So good. And just like, what's better than that? You show up. It's kind of like what Eddie Murphy just did with this documentary. You don't hear from him. And then he just shows up and reminds you how fucking cool he is and how talented and how great. Like when you're that great, you can disappear for a decade and then pop back and everybody missed you the entire time, even though they didn't think about you every day. Like that's the pinnacle of success, right? Especially in Hollywood.
100%. And think about Mike Myers in the 90s creating two iconic characters that led to sequels that, I mean, Wayne's World and Austin Powers are like part of the lexicon.
Good. They are 100%. I think more people like Wayne's World must have an amazing licensor, because the amount of people that just like wear Wayne's World hats and Wayne's World t-shirts that they probably bought at Walmart and they have never even seen the movie. Like Wayne's World is everywhere still, and it's so good. And Austin Powers is just, I mean, fook me, fook you.
Right.
Those twins.
It's genius.
It's so dumb and so good.
One of my favorite lines is in the first, I think it's the first Wayne's World, where maybe the second one. Anyway, it's where Garth is going into the laundromat to do his laundry, and he runs into Kim Basinger, who's like stunning and coming on to him. And she says, would you like to have dinner some night? And he goes, oh, I like to have dinner every night. It's so good.
So unbelievable. Oh,
brilliant.
Those movies just like, we just need to watch more of those. We just need to like disconnect. Speaking of disconnect, I wanted to tell you, I kept my version. Actually, I'm not going to say it like this. I shut my phone over Shabbat for the second week in a row.
Nice.
I don't know what it means. Like, again, I'm driving, I just don't have a phone. From 5:30 p.m. Friday night to 6:30 p.m. Saturday night, my phone is off. And I've never done that before in my life. I guess maybe I used to do it in summer camp because like they forced you to do it, but you didn't have phones then, so that doesn't count.
Sure.
You didn't have phones the whole summer. Like, I love it. It's just like, I didn't realize I'm addicted to my phone. And like, I'll pull it out for no reason. And I noticed on Sunday that I pulled my phone out so much less, and I wasn't constantly thinking about it because I didn't use it from Friday to Saturday. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm doing that. It's really, it's special. You're just like sitting around, like I'm sitting with Claudia and Ruby, and I'm like, I don't need anybody else for the next 25 hours. And if we make plans, no problem. I'll drive there and then I'll be present with the people that we made plans with. But like for that one day a week, it's been really great. It's been really great. Would you ever try that? Is that anything that interests you at all?
100%. I overall have tried to be much less on my phone. Like, granted, I don't know why. I think maybe because I listen to podcasts so much, or sometimes I'll watch a show, like if I'm on the treadmill at the gym or something. But since I had kids, like, and then if we go to dinner sometimes, sorry, guilty. But if my wife and I want to have like, chat, like I got the stand in the phone, the kids eat, not the whole time. But I'm like, Max Shy, here, just, can I, 15 minutes? Can I have a moment? Fuck! But it's great, this stand. Oh my God. Checkedoutdad.com. No,
that's
I'm
a great stand. Checkedoutdad.com.
Is that our new business?
That's so good. I love it. It just screens for kids. We go against the grain. Everybody's like, no screens. We're like, what do you mean? Make them bigger.
More screens, the better. My kids are smarter from watching Sesame Street and then Mark Rober and Science Max and all, like, they just are. But my screen time has significantly gone down to like gone down by 3 hours, and I'm hoping to check out more.
Like, I just want to look. I haven't looked at my screen time to see.
The problem is too, do you track your steps on your phone? Because like I do, and so then I never want to not have it in my pocket because I don't want to miss a step.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
But I should just get a wearable. Hey, anyone who's like a real big macher wearable lover of wearables, get at me, DM me. Should I be hooping? Should I be Oura ringing? Should I just get the new Apple Ultra Watch? Because the Ultras are cool. Shout out Apple. Shout out my friend Dylan Lowy who works there. Love you, dude.
Oh, this is so dumb. I had no idea. So screen time includes throughout the night, I use a white noise app.
So your
and
phone's
that's counting towards my phone's on. That counts towards my screen time. It's like I was looking at it. I'm like 8 hours and 30 minutes on average. That can't be possible. 7 of those hours, Josh, was a noise machine. I think my screen
That's
time
not possible, though. Your screen time is not an hour.
I think it is, Josh.
Nah, go look at what apps have you, like, okay, my daily average is 4 hours, 48 minutes. But
My daily average right now, including under health and fitness, which is the white noise app, that's 6 hours and 50 minutes. My daily average is 9 hours, including that.
okay.
So that means that my daily average is 3 hours.
But do you do a lot of work on your laptop, like a lot of texting and?
I do a lot of work on my laptop.
Okay, gotcha.
A lot of work. Instagram is, I can tell you, Instagram.
Because like usually TikTok
Instagram's an hour and 41 minutes
per day. Yeah, I'm usually about there, but it's split between TikTok and Instagram, like 50 and 50 or an hour and an hour.
And TikTok has been 29 minutes. That seems light.
Yeah, because how are we going to get our sick ideas for content? We work in content.
100%. You just have to avoid, there needs to be a setting on TikTok and Instagram. You log on and it's like avoid rabbit hole or like avoid like something that's going to bother me. Like sometimes I want to go on Instagram and TikTok and I want to see recipe inspiration. I want to start thinking about new things that I want to make. And then all of a sudden I end up on just like something that I didn't want. And that's what's driven me to this like day off my version of Shabbat, because I go down those rabbit holes and then I'm less happy when I hop off of my phone, which is not right. And I'm checking my phone during dinner, or I'm checking my phone when I'm with Ruby. Like, what do I need to do that for? There's nothing going on there at 7 p.m. Nothing. And especially on a Saturday, there's nothing going on there. The emergency can wait.
The algorithm needs to learn me better, because it's like, I want to watch one breastfeeding video, not 100, you know? So good. So creepy.
So good. Like I had a weird fetish once.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need to see, what was it? Our park friendly park hoppers. What are those? The
plus size park hoppers.
I don't need to see plus size park hoppers. One time I Googled it. Okay. I don't need it.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our boys at Quo. Folks, new year, new me, but for your business. As in, maybe this is the year your team finally stops operating like a group chat with commitment issues. What are you, nuts? Nothing kills momentum faster than a big opportunity slipping through the cracks because everyone assumed somebody else was on it. In 2026, the real glow up is communication that actually works. A team that knows what's happening and never misses the customers already trying to give you money. Eventually, you look at the chaos, sigh and think, let's fucking Quo, baby. That's why today's episode is brought to you by Quo, spelled Quo, the smarter way to run your business communications. Folks, Quo is the #1 rated business phone system on G2 with over 3,000 reviews, built for how modern teams work. That's why more than 90,000 businesses, from solo entrepreneurs to growing teams, rely on Quo to stay connected, professional, and consistently reachable. Quo works wherever you are, right from an app on your phone or computer, and lets you keep your existing number, add new numbers or teammates in minutes, sync your CRM, and rely on seamless routing and call flows as your business scale season. Your entire team can handle calls and texts from one shared number. No more missed messages or disconnected conversation. Everyone sees the full thread, making replies faster and customers feel genuinely cared for. Folks, it's easy. Calls, texts, voicemails, transcripts, and contact details all live in one clean view. With full context at your fingertips, your team communicates faster, stays aligned, and delivers a more personal experience. Make this year where no opportunity and no customer slips away. Try Quo for free, plus 20% off your first 6 months when you go to quo.com/goodguys. That's quo.com/goodguys. Quo, no missed calls, no missed customers. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Home Chef. Folks, this time of year when it's cold and dark by dinner time, all I want is something warm, comforting, and easy. Home Chef has been my go-to for cozy home-cooked meals without the hassle. From easy oven-ready meals to hearty, satisfying recipes that make winter dinners feel effortless. Let me tell you, okay, as a celebrity chef that cooks literally for a living, sometimes you get just a little tired. Sometimes you don't want to do all that chopping. Today I made a gorgeous cowboy caviar. It literally took me 2 hours. It takes so long. Okay, that's because I was filming too. It probably would take you, 45 minutes to an hour plus shopping. Okay, so we're at 2 hours. It's just a lot. Okay, and it's nice to supplement in some easy cooking, maybe a microwavable meal here and there. Home Chef is it. I'm telling you, it's absolutely fantastic because it makes cooking simple. Fresh food delivered, easy recipes to follow, and meals that actually taste great. And people love it. Home Chef is rated #1 by users of other meal kits for quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. And I'm telling you, this is the perfect complement to cooking. I'm not telling you should only use Home Chef. They're going to kill me for saying that. You should obviously sometimes still go to the grocery store and make your own things, but Home Chef makes it so easy. They make it so easy. I would highly recommend trying them for all of their suites of products because let me tell you, the 30-minute meals, oven-ready trays, quick microwavable lunches, or just fresh ingredients for classic recipes, they make everything so seamless and easy. You've got to try it if you've never tried it. I'm telling you. And for a limited time now is the time because Home Chef is offering my listeners 50, I love a big code, 50% off and free shipping for your first box plus free dessert for life if you go to homechef.com/goodguys. That's homechef.com/goodguys for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/goodguys must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. Obviously.
Should we get to a speak pipe?
Yes.
Moron Mail.
All right, let's get to our Moron Mail. Guys, if you want to ask us questions, get advice, go to speakpipe.com/goodguys. Keep it brief. Brevity's key. We don't want your what are you nutses.
Nope.
I threatened you and I said that Moron Mail was possibly going to come to an end because the things you were sending were such hot garbage. And you know what? You did a little better this week. A little bit. So you're still on probation?
You're like Kanye. You're still on probation, but you keep proving yourself and maybe, just maybe, you'll be let out of the doghouse. Okay? Week after week, okay? Keep improving.
That should be Kanye's new song, Probation.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, probation. Probation. The Jews got me on probation.
We're like, Kanye, no.
Mordecai, how are you? What's going down?
You're doing it again, Kanye.
No, John. He has a handler, like he has a sober companion, but it's just an anti-Semitic companion. No, Kanye, don't. Keep it to yourself, Kanye. Rabbi, he invited Dave Chappelle over. I'm famished. Not good, Rabbi.
So good.
All right, let's get to our first one, which is from Anonymous.
Hello, good gentlemen. Brevity is key, so let's go. In college, I would only drink beer because liquor made me want to vomit. Now, I'm no longer a little bitch, and I've grown past that. However, the problem with the beer was that it would make me toot really loud. Additionally, I also had a hoe phase in college, so I vividly remember a handful of times in which I had canoodled with a man, we were laying beside one another asleep, and then I would wake myself up with a very loud toot. Now, I'm in my early 30s, happily married to a man I met long after college. We have a child, all is well and good. However, I still think about these times, wondering if I'm the laughingstock of the man group. Do people also still think about this? Am I a joke, or should I just up my anxiety meds? Hurt my feelings. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.
First of all, lady, you have a gluten intolerance, okay? I don't know if I'm the first one to tell you this, but you're allergic to gluten. Beer, it's like eating a loaf of bread, Okay, this is not, I didn't even mean for this to happen, but Spritz Society is gluten-free. Okay, 100% gluten-free. It's made from wine. That's why we made it, because we were getting belly aches from these White Claws, these Trulies, which are made with malt, which is the same thing as beer. Okay, you have a gluten intolerance. Now let's move on to the part that I really need you to hear me. No one is thinking about you. Ever. I can't opine on upping or lowering your anxiety meds, but I can tell you, no one from college that you slept with has ever thought about you again. The group chat has not been about you ever. Like, I'm sorry. It wasn't. Maybe one time one guy mentioned to his friend, holy shit, man, this girl, she couldn't stop farting. They laughed for 1 second and they never thought about it again. So, no, You're not the laughing stock. I'm sorry, you're not that important. And I say that to try and help, because I think a lot of anxiety comes from people thinking that they're too important. At least personally, I've had it before where I'm like, oh, are people thinking about me? Are they talking about me? Are they doing this? Why isn't he answering? Why isn't she answering? What are they doing? It's like they're living their life and you're thinking about them. They're not thinking about you. They're just living. You're not that important. And I hope that helps. Josh?
I completely agree. I think that's great advice. And if you're really good at canoodling, it's like, then it's like a cool title. Like, this girl rocked my world and she toots. But like any dude, like, is going to be like, well worth that trade, dog.
Totally.
Like, and her toots smell like Sam Adams. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're heavy beer toots. It's just like,
oh my God. Like,
yucky.
You know you're in trouble if the man you're with now is like, you order an IPA and he goes, babe, maybe get a vodka. Like, you know.
Totally.
She's awesome. All right, this next one is
She's awesome.
From Kayla.
Hey, Joshy. Hey, Benny. So I need some advice with just really how to navigate some of my friendships. So I just found out that my last friend that doesn't have kids already is pregnant. And while I'm super happy for her, you know, both her and I are like the last ones, and we've been really struggling to start families, and it's been a whole thing and kind of been in it together. So while I'm really happy she's having a baby, I'm a little upset because, like, who are my husband and I going to hang out with now? Like, each other? I mean, I guess that's an option, but, like, you know, sometimes you want to go hang out with your friends. And, like, all my friends with kids, like, anytime I try to ask them to do anything, like, it's always something, and I get it, you know, whatever. But, you know, if every time I ask them to do something, they're not gonna be able to do it, like, is it wrong for me to be like, hey, assholes, like, invite me to do something, like, invite me over to your house? I don't want to just invite myself there, which I probably could. Like, I've been friends with them for a while, but I don't know. I don't want to be rude. Like you have a family of shit going on. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, what do I do? How do I navigate this? I don't know. I need advice. Thanks. Love you guys.
Love you. It's kind of the same thing that we just told the other anonymous woman. When you, at least speaking with one child, Josh has 3, his is amplified even more. Like, life is so busy that I would love to see you, friend. I'm just not thinking about you right now. I'm sorry. I'm not. But the second you text me, I'm flooded with memories and emotions. And I'm like, oh my God, I would love to see you. And I might not be able to see you in the context that you want to see me. Can I see you for a 10 o'clock dinner and then go out? No. Can I invite you over for a barbecue, or can we meet for lunch, or it might not be the quality time that you're looking for, but I guarantee they also want quality time in their new way, which is probably temporary. Like, Josh, you can speak to it better than me, but I guess now you're sort of back in the rat race, but eventually as your kids get older, your schedule sort of settles, but your life is your kids. And that doesn't mean that people can't fit into it, but they have to fit in a way that makes sense for you now. Right? And that's not disrespectful. It just is what it is. And you want to see them too. I want to see them. It just needs to be for right now, on my time. Right?
Yes, and I think you have a superpower right now, Kayla, which is that if you love kids, but you don't have your own yet, but you have a bunch of close friends who do, you get to be a part of their kid's life and their life. And it's very easy for you, like the great kid David who comes on the pod, he's so much a part of my kid's life because he can come over for dinner and then he gets the best thing, which is to leave.
Yeah.
Like he gets to leave and then I go, I guess I'm doing bedtime. But it's fucking awesome. Like, and you get to then go have that domestic experience and cosplay, that family energy for 3 hours and bounce. And you build relationships with the kids. You get to take that family life for practice. And I think when we are without kids, we really venerate impulsivity and the randomness of like being able to do what you want when you want, making plans an hour before or a day before. I think you can still have friendships as an adult with kids. You just need to better plan it. And for instance, I go to my home group AA meeting every Tuesday night at 8:00, and Paige knows. And I've like timed out bedtime perfectly where all children are in bed except for Max, but Paige puts Max to bed by 7:15. And I go to my meeting, I'm with my boys, like I enjoy it from 8 to 9. Once a month, maybe we'll go get a quick dinner after. But I'm like, I have that and I look forward to it. And my wife's cool with it because it's set and we know.
Yep.
So have a once a month thing. Like let's all agree that once a month, once every 6 weeks, we're going to have a dinner with the friends. And then you can plan on it and look forward to it.
Yeah. And also know, I think that's great advice. Also know that the things that are of importance to you that were important to me are no longer important to me. Not because they shouldn't be important to you, but because I have more important things to worry about. That was word jumble, but let me sort of open it up. Sports, for example. I have friends who don't have kids, who aren't married, that are still obsessed with football, for example. I simply don't have time to keep up with football the way that I once did. It is mental energy that I'm realizing through my 20s, Josh. I would think about football all the time. Like it just like is a part of male life, or at least it was for me. And so that doesn't mean that I don't want to go to a football game with you. Don't not invite me because every single day we're not talking about sports anymore. I still want to take in an experience with you. Does that make sense? Like she was saying, like, should I continue to reach out? Like I keep getting told no. Keep reaching out. Keep reaching out. Keep asking. One time I will say yes. And it's, again, not because I don't want to do these things. It's because you're asking me to come back into your universe that I'm no longer in, but there will be a moment where I can pop out of mine for a second and I can go to a Sunday football game, even though that's abnormal. To your point, it helps with planning. It's really easy for me to tell my wife, in 3 months, I'm going to Jets Bills at 1:00 because it's planned. It's there. If you invite me for tomorrow, it's never going to be worth it to me. That's just the truth.
Yeah. And I think people, my friends who have kids and families, and you start having 2, 3, 4 kids, in my opinion, you benefit when you really make your family your focus. And I know that sounds inherent, but like if you make your social life, if you make having fun, like my weekends are for my kids and my family. Like there's not even an idea that I'm going to make plans for myself other than maybe I always try to slip an hour to go work out, and my wife's cool with it. And like, I'll take the boys out by ourselves for 2 or 3 hours to give my wife a little bit of break. And she knows that 1 hour in the gym gives me like a relaxing attitude for the weekend. But my family is my social life. They're my main focus and I benefit from it. Everyone I know, and I've seen this way more with our female friends, every mom group, dad group I know who've said, my social life is really important. And by the way, kids and family, it's overwhelming. It is important that you have some balance, but I would argue it needs to be like 90-10, 85-15.
Of course.
Because every mom group, and this was, I'll be honest, this was a mom group I know that was like, it's about us and it's about the moms and it's about our friendship and it's about getting out there and finding ourselves and getting our groove back, they all cheated. Like it was a good front for what they really wanted to do, which was to get away from their families.
And not grow up. But that's so interesting. It's like you made a conscious choice to have a family. That's what your weekend looks like. My weekend is the same. I only have my one son, my Ruby, and my weekend is his. And I love it though. Whether or not I don't think I had to brainwash myself. I've loved it from the beginning. I'm very public about that. I know that it comes harder to some. I love it. And I love my weekends with him. And my weekends are not my own, but that's okay. My weekends are slower. My weekends are planned. My weekends are fun. It's like people would look at it and they'd say, oh, that's not fun because you're not playing golf, or, oh, that's not fun because you're not watching sports, or you're not. These are things that I no longer value in the same way during that time. I'll find other time to do things. You mentioned like your meeting Tuesday nights, or like the gym, or whatever it is. Like there is plenty of time to do things if you really want to when they're asleep. They sleep a lot. I'm very lucky. Ruby sleeps a lot. If I wanted to do something after 8:00 most nights of the week, I could. For me personally, I'm so unbelievably tired at the end of the day that I want to lay in bed with my wife, eat some food, and go to sleep, right? But I could do stuff, and
but you could do it during the day too. Like if you had a buddy in town who was like, "Let's get lunch on a weekday," you could.
Of course, during the day, during the week, absolutely. The time that is, I don't know if you're the same. The time that is 100% my son's weekends, morning, evening. Nothing will ever, unless I have to, unless Mr. Beast is like, I need you, nothing else interrupts that time. Or like, that's what I try to hold sacred. But yeah, of course, like I would love to grab lunch with you during the week. No problem. Like, let's do it. So. And
maybe it will change, maybe it won't, but like, I've been with my family like nonstop, and I have a non-traditional work schedule. So I don't miss a lot, and I love it. You know, I wake up with the kids at 6 a.m. I wake up with Meyer. I get them ready for school. I take Max to school. Paige takes Shy to school, and I put them down every night. I'm always home by 5:00 or earlier. I don't miss Taekwondo. I don't miss games. Like it's been so great. To the point where if this year and it used to kill me before, like I got offered something to go work for a week or 2 weeks on something great that I was hyped about, like I also can balance that and be like, I've had a year and a half of like unstoppable, amazing family time, and I can give this to myself too. If this work thing is something that I'm so jazzed about and I'm going to grow as a performer and as a professional, like I think that balance is important too.
Of course. I do wonder how you would feel being there.
It hurts, but I think there'd be more of a balance. Yeah. And I think you will find that, Ben, Baruch Hashem, when you have 2-3 kids and you've got 7 years under your belt, where you will feel less bad if you have a 2-day work trip.
Got it. Yeah. Because that's the thing. It's like, am I entitled to it? Absolutely. Would Claudia or Paige be like, if I had a once in a lifetime, not even once in a lifetime, if I had something that would greatly benefit my career, in the end of the day, you're also a provider for your family. So like going and doing a 2-week work, it's work, right? Sure. Like, and it pays bills and it's great for your overall career. Would I have a hard time pushing something like that through? No, not at all. I'm just like in my current state, which is not your state. Mine is so fresh. I fear that I would feel very sad, and whatever I was doing wouldn't feel as exciting to me anymore. I don't know. I think it's just too fresh. Like the idea of right now, like all my work trips, I do my absolute best, even if it's far. Like I just did a work trip to Seattle. I did an in and out from Seattle. No one does an in and out from Seattle. I did that not because I couldn't stay there for a night. I did it because I didn't want to. And, but that won't always be feasible. Like sometimes you do have to spend more than, the in and out to Seattle allowed me to be there for 3 hours. Right. Like that was a very specific example. And right now, all of my work stuff happens to be, okay, it's a meeting, but there are times where I need to be on location for something for days. And
or just one day that will bite you because the travel, you'll play yourself, right? Like my friend always says, whether within reason, if it's a long flight, right? Like there, for almost every business thing, there is no excuse for not flying in the night before because shit happens.
Totally.
Right? So like, I hope it never happens. And one day you're going to get burned and you're going to be so stressed and you'll say, I was Meshuggah. I would have missed 2 hours with Ruby, which I hate, but I should have flown in the night before. You know?
100%.
But I wouldn't want to leave that Ruby either. He's so cute.
I know, it's just so hard, but you're right. Flying in the night before, because in the end of it, I ended up needing to take a whatever. Yes, the night before, especially for something like that, is the move. You fly in the night before, the time change occurs, then you take a morning flight out, you're home. I agree with you. Too stressful. And I hope I never get burned. I haven't been burned like that yet. I always take a couple flights early. Like I'm never flying in. I used to do that where like if I have a meeting at 2:00 and I'm landing at 1, which was nuts. And I still haven't been burned for it. But now I'll take a flight like 2 flights early just in case my flight gets canceled. I can always hop on another one.
Right. Like I'll do a college gig in wherever and it'll be, 5:00 or 6:00, right? But with the time change coming from the West Coast, like sometimes it'll be like a 7 a.m. flight that gets in at 3 or 2 even.
Yeah.
But I go, okay, so I get in at 2 and I don't have to be there till 5 and it's about 30 to 45 minute drive from the airport. I'm like, if anything goes wrong, I'm fucked.
100%.
Like, if this
100%.
flight gets pushed, if there's a bad accident, and so I hate it, but I go, I'll put kids to bed the night before, fly out on the red eye, get in at 10 a.m. I'll crash at the hotel for a couple hours, have a bite, do the college gig, fly out that night or the next morning.
You do benefit from having a much, much, much better flight home. Flying east to west is so much worse because you're saving time when you don't need to save time. And then you're losing time when you really need the time. Like you fly in, you lose time in the day before where you can prepare for that, right? And then the second your gig's over, you're home. Versus me in the reverse, I'm flying home from LA. If I leave at 4:00, I'm home at 1 a.m. And if I can't catch that 4:00 flight, it's a red eye. What are you nuts moment is our gripes of people, places, and things, both big and small, whatever, stick in your craw. Big and tall. I meant big and tall.
Yeah, you
Josh,
did.
you got anything?
Of course I do. And that's, we have an orange and lemon tree near our house or right outside our house. It's on my fucking property. And listen, you can help yourself to a orange or lemon, but my house is not Whole Foods. What are you, nuts? Don't bring a basket. This is not an experience. Help yourself to 1 or 2, but don't take a dozen. What are you, nuts?
People are taking your fruit off your property. They're coming and stealing your fruit.
But it's not like gated in, like it's accessible.
But it's still your tree on your property. That's nuts. That's completely nuts, Josh. Completely nuts.
I know.
I just lost mine. 1 second.
Take your time. He's taking Zyrtec again. He must have taken a Zyrtec and had a bagel. It's not his fault.
By the way, Josh, I had a bagel. I'm good. My bagel. I'm not even gluten intolerant. I was Zyrtec intolerant. My what are you nuts? My what are you nuts moment. I was walking my sweet Romeo. This happens all the time, okay? Somebody will come up with a clearly aggressive dog, Josh. Clearly aggressive. Barking at Romeo, barking. They'll walk by, they'll say, I'm so sorry. He's normally so sweet. What are you, nuts? Of course he's not normally so sweet. This is a grizzly bear, okay? This is a big, mean dog. Maybe he's sweet to you because you're completely delusional and brainwashed. But this is not a sweet dog. If your dog he only barks around other dogs. He's a dog. He's going to be around other dogs. You're walking the dog in the street with other dogs. What are you, nuts?
Nuts.
Nuts, Josh. Well, folks, that's our show. This is 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcast. But most importantly, rate, review, and subscribe. Because every single week, we are going to pull one beautiful review, okay? We're going to pull one gorgeous review. We're going to read it aloud. Let me be clear. We are only reading 5-star reviews.
That's it.
Okay? You leave us a 4. You leave us a 3.
You're done.
God forbid, or a 2 or a 1. You're done. You're kaput. You're out. Also, by the way, if you've ever left us a 1-star review, you shouldn't be allowed to listen to the show anymore.
No.
Okay? That should be your parting gift. If you've left a 1-star, you can't come back. You can't come back. It can't be, I came for the Drake episode, the bed's annoying. No, if you left that, done. Kaput. Sayonara. But we're going to be reading 5-star reviews. We're staying positive here, Josh. 5-star reviews. Do we have one to read?
Yeah, we sure do. From Beef01, free for all, 5 stars. Finally, a fun podcast that doesn't worry about being PC all the time. When the guys are joking, we never need an apology, just in case a few people would take it the wrong way. Thank you.
Hell yeah. That's right, Beef.
Beef-a.
Go Beef.
Beef01.
Go Beef01. Love you. And we'll see you every Monday and Thursday. We'll see you next time.